coming to you live on your chin. Oh, kid, oh. This is the Goin Deep Show.
I want to go deep.
I'm gonna go deep.
That's deep. This fucking station sucks now.
It's not for everybody.
Fighting for the powers of evil because good is dumb. This is the Goin Deep Show. Hi, everybody. I'm the Kid. Welcome to the program. Lots of new faces in here these days. Brand new to the show. Only your third episode? Duke. Third episode. Duke, what's up, man? How's it going?
Chilling, man. How are you?
Good. It's been an interesting few days. This week I tried not to go out as much, but it didn't help. Also joining us, her cherry is being popped as we know it. It's the Queen Bee. How's it going?
Good. How are you?
It's good to see you.
Good to see you.
I was glad you called. You called right when we first started recording, and I was just like, oh man, she should come over and do this. So it's good timing.
Yeah, it was good timing.
If you want to reach our show, studio at Goin Deep Show is the email to do that. You can also call 989-3310-KID. That's 0543 if you want to leave us a message and shit like that. So lots on the agenda today. I wrote down a bunch of stuff, but the first thing you brought up was this story I think we need to talk about immediately. Because we went out to Gatsby's downtown, had an interesting, good lunch. We were talking about healthy foods and how you watch cooking stuff for your what would you say, food porn?
Yeah, I watch food porn.
Sure, just food porn.
And I get really yummy recipes from Instagram, so
you started to make these burritos, which, by the way, I've been meaning to talk to you about this. You made all those burritos and I didn't even get one.
I know. They were in my fridge and I ate them.
Did you get them all?
Damn.
I did. They were so good.
They must have been pretty good.
They were damn good.
Okay, so tell us the dilemma that happened when you're cooking this stuff. You're going to appreciate this.
Hell yeah, dog.
So I was was making a big batch of the burrito filling, and it called for 3 jalapenos. And I was on the phone with this guy that I was supposed to go on a date with that weekend. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, I'm really concerned about these huge jalapenos. Like, I feel like it's going to be too spicy. And he's like, well, just take the seeds out. That'll help. And so here I am, like, on the phone with him, and I'm like raw dogging these jalapenos with my hand, like pulling out these seeds.
Oh no. Oh.
With my hands.
Oh no.
And didn't think anything of it, chopped them up, threw them in the crock pot, washed my hands, went to the bathroom, did what I had to do in the bathroom, if you can use your imagination there, kid.
Oh yeah. I mean, what I was thinking, where my mind went eventually was, you're talking to a guy and he told you to dig out these. Yeah. So we all have these instances where we brush up against parts of our body that are. Yeah. I'm just wondering how much brushing was going on. Like,
well,
it was
because my hands were all over the toilet paper.
Oh, okay.
So yeah.
You sure you weren't getting hot and bothered and you didn't go diddle yourself a little?
Diddle not my time.
No diddling.
That is not my time.
Didn't have a cucumber, so I have a jalapeno.
I'm a morning diddler. They can't start unless I diddle.
You can't diddle yourself when you're full of piss.
I know. I mean,
challenge accepted.
Yeah. Okay.
Piss boners are very hard to get off. So, needless to say.
So yeah.
Ouchie mama. How long did the burn last? Did it?
All day. So it after I went to the bath, about 15 minutes later, that's when it started to burn. So, and then I figured out right away what it was.
You thought to...
So my hands and my vagina were on fire. So I called Fiona.
Which, by the way, this is perfect timing because she's had a little issue down in the nether regions these days. Have you talked to her about this?
No.
She mentioned it to me, and it's going to be something we bring up on the show. But I'll read a text to you afterwards, not to sidetrack us. But yeah, there's a lot of vagina talk going on here these days with the burning and the slicing of the roast beef curtains and all sorts of things going on.
I'm gonna have to text her after.
Yeah.
Meats.
So she was laughing about it, of course. She's like, well, get in the shower. Wash it all off.
So she suggested the shower.
Yeah. So I jumped in the shower, took a hot shower. It made it worse.
What are you supposed to do? It's like when you get hot, you're supposed to pour milk on it, like when your mouth gets too hot. Like, what do you do?
Stuff some ice cream up there.
So, yeah, the shower made it worse. Made it burn worse.
Did you use cold water?
Cold and hot.
You're supposed to use like freezing cold water so it doesn't
Really?
open your pores and then the...
Oh, God. Where were you?
Yeah, exactly. He's like, whenever I clean out my vagina, that's what I do.
Goddamn right.
So I just suffered. I suffered all day
So
with a fire crotch.
I'm trying to remember the last time. I think when I do a little manscaping, I'll do some shaft work. You know, you get in there and just fucking, you know, you do some shaft work. From time to time, years ago, when I would get a little reckless with it, it would be like, you know, you took a little slice out of your dick, and it's like, oh my fucking God, it's nothing worse than slicing your goddamn cock, man. I'm telling you, it's fucking awful.
I get my
So
shit tapered.
Fiona's like, why didn't you have gloves on? I'm like, I didn't know.
I never would have thought of that at all. Can you imagine? I mean, if you touched your eyeball or some shit and you got all
thing I
red eye and
didn't.
stuff. Yeah, that'd be
I mean,
weird.
I guess I don't know what's worse.
I was supposed to go on a date one time, and I fucked my one eye up somehow, and I needed to get Visine. I didn't want this girl I was going to go on this date with to see this, you know, me all red eyed and stuff like that, and I was really paranoid about it. Yeah. Speaking of dating, how's everything going with all that?
Good.
Are you sure?
think.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I always worry about you when it comes to this because you have so much stuff going on.
I know.
You do.
And then here I am sitting in your studio.
Right. You know, I do like the
Recording a
fact that you
podcast.
keep in touch with me by calling because a lot of the times I don't want to text somebody. You know, you do the same thing. You call. We cut to the chase. You know,
yeah.
what are you doing?
I'm usually driving though.
I'll meet you here. Let's do this. So I think over the course of the last year, I've talked on the phone more than I've actually texted. I think. I mean,
Yeah.
you heard us talking to the Black Widow when you came in.
Yeah.
That's right.
But you know me. I'm more of a phone talker.
Yeah, I like that better.
Yeah.
I do.
I could see that.
So I want to tell you about last night. Okay.
Shoot it.
Yeah.
I walked down to Midland Street, 3.5 mile walk. I get to the art department. Do you know where that is?
First off, why did you walk all the way there?
Because I didn't get on the treadmill yesterday at all. So
okay. Fair.
And I wanted to get some of those Little Caesars Crazy Puffs, not a sponsor, and eat those things on the way there. So I love those things. I don't know what the fuck. It's all I've been craving all week. So I get there. Buddy of mine meets us. We go get a drink and we watch the band play. And then we leave. I was with my friend that I went to high school with. I've been hanging out with her for a little bit, and she's a cool chick. And we're really, really. It's good to catch up with an old friend you haven't seen in like 30 years, you know. So we do some bar hopping, then we end up back at Jake's, and the band that we went to watch is at Jake's, and I'm hanging out with them, and it gets to the point where I'm sitting at the bar, and two seats down from me. There's these two girls, okay. And I look out of the corner of my eye, and they're both like looking directly at me. So I turn to her, I'm like, are those two fucking bitches looking at me right now? She's like, yeah. And I'm like, oh fuck. I said, this is not good. So she's like, what do you mean? I go, yeah, watch this. So I turn towards them, and I'm talking to my friend. My friend's talking here, he's a big tall guy, right? So I'm sitting there, my legs are kind of spread out. And then I'm telling you, 30 seconds later, the chick gets up and walks directly and stands right between my legs. Like she's practically thrusting against me. Okay. She's like getting this, like an inch from my face, this close.
Damn.
To my face. And I'm like, okay, what's going on? And then she has a white little cami thing going on.
Okay.
And she reaches into her shirt and she grabs her boob and she just is adjusting this boob, and then she grabs it and reaches into the other one, just this boob, and she's fucking flaring them out at me, right? Like right in my fucking face. So I'm like, okay, like what's going on? I don't know who this chick is.
That sounds very Midland Street.
She looks like but I was on Midland Street. I was at Jake's at this time.
Oh, yeah.
Which is Midland Street 2.0. Jake's is definitely a bar that should and could be on Midland Street.
Oh, for sure.
So she's talking to me, and she's right in my face. The girl she's with comes around the other side and jockeys up to my knee, and she's like straddling my left knee.
What the fuck?
Okay.
They both wanted to take you home.
Straddling my left knee, and I'm sitting there, and I'm looking at the one, and I don't know if this is some code word that this bitch was using. She goes, Dora the Explorer, my backpack. Like, I'm like, what are you? I'm like, what are you fucking talking about? Some fucking code word that I don't know. So.
Did you Google it?
No, I didn't look. I didn't Google it. But
I'm gonna do it right now.
So the girl, the one standing up, they were both relatively attractive girls, but there was no way they were any older than 22, 23 years old. They were young, super young. So the second one that came over is like thrusting my knee. She leans in to me and she looks at me and she could tell she's just scoping. She's looking directly at my eyes and directly at my mouth, directly at my lips. And she goes, "Can I kiss you?" And before I could even hold off and lean back, she fucking dives at my face and fucking kisses me. Like right there in the bar. And I turn and I'm like, what the fuck just happened? The girl who's in between my legs looks at me and goes, "You just made out with my sister." And I was like, I didn't make out with anybody. I said, she fucking just, she dove in and fucking kissed me before I could say fucking no. So she's like, I'm pissed off now. I'm like, I don't even know what the fuck your name is. I said, if you're pissed off, go be pissed off at her. So my friends who were standing there watching this go down, I'm like, I'm doing the old, hey, get these fucking bitches off of me, you know? And I somehow spun away from them and they went off and you could see them jawing at each other. And it was fucking up. But I have not had that kind of like aggressive shit go on in a long, long fucking time where they weren't taking no for an answer. Even when I was like, I was literally pushing them off of me.
You were assaulted.
I was stiff arming them and telling them to get away. But then I was like, I didn't want to touch them. I can't put my hands on them, you know?
Right.
Fuck that.
So I was like in the back of my chair, like leaning back, and I'm trying to get them away from me. And my friends are just like, so my one buddy, Dan, comes flying in and he spins me out of the way. He's like, "Come here, man. I got to talk to you about something." He fucking gets me out of there. But it was like, it was fucking crazy, dude. It was just weird. Like if two dudes came up to you and did that shit, they'd be considered like creepy as fuck.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. If a girl did some shit like that to me, hashtag me too. I want all the money.
Right.
I'll push a bitch over.
I just Urban Dictionary what a backpack is, but I don't think it pertains to what.
No, she had something in her head.
It says the view of a woman's vagina from behind.
Oh, so that.
What? Dora the Explorer.
She said that. She said Dora the Explorer to me multiple times, and she says like my backpack, and you could tell she was trying to get me to pay attention to her compared to the other one. It was
That's
not
so weird.
It was awkward as fuck.
She was trying to get your swiper to start swiping. By the way.
But from a girl's perspective, though, a dude does that to you. I think was it St. Patrick's Day? What day was it when we met at? It was at Mulligan's when you and Mindy were together. Oh, and those young guys were doing
young guy.
Yeah.
What was he saying to me?
I don't know, but he was wanting to take you or either both.
He wasn't catching on that I was being a smart ass to him.
He was flying over his head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I don't take compliments and flirting really great. I'm just awkward, so I just make fun of people.
He was definitely throwing it on thick, and he didn't want me standing there by you guys.
No.
He was trying to like get me to like skate, and I'm like, dude, I'm hanging out with my friends. I'm not. You're barking up the wrong tree.
Yeah. He was like 15 years younger than me.
Oh, he was
Weren't they just like 21 or something?
He was as young as you, man.
I'm 28, nigga.
I know.
I'll be 28 Tuesday. I'm not 28 yet.
What are we doing for your birthday? Oh shit, dude. I'm
getting a big ass Power Rangers tattoo on Tuesday.
I'm going to the Tiger game on Tuesday. When I get back into town, I'll get a hold of you.
I have Wednesdays off.
I have a busy week ahead of me. We have a busy week ahead of me. We're doing something. What day are we leaving? I'm still going, right?
Yeah. I'll get you back to you on that.
Okay. Yeah. It's gonna be a good week. It's gonna be a good week.
Oh, that concert. What about that concert that you're going to?
I got my ticket. Do you want to go?
Maybe. Isn't it on Friday?
It's Thursday.
I'll get back to you.
We're seeing
I'll get back to you.
A Perfect Circle, Primus, and Pussifer. Yeah, it's gonna be good.
Pussifer?
Uh-huh.
I have not heard of that one.
Pussifer's Maynard James Keenan, the guy who sings for Perfect Circle and Tool. It's his other band.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'd heard of Primus.
It's good shit. My Name is Mud. Or Winona's Big Brown Beaver. Right? You know that song?
Oh my god.
No.
You never heard of Winona's Big Brown Beaver?
I'm gonna have to go listen to this music.
You've heard. These songs are awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was my exciting night. The last week though, how many times have I said I want to stay home? I don't want to do anything. I want to spend more time here. I was out almost every single day again last week. This week I'm going Tiger game. Tomorrow's music trivia. Thursday going to a concert. The weekend heading out. It's like I need to just sell my house and buy a van. Just not even live here. But with
RV.
I'd have to set up like
RV.
I'd have to set up a portable podcast studio inside of it and get rid of all my shit.
Yeah, why not? You can do that easy.
Yeah, I could. I'm a single dude. It's, yeah, I don't know.
My cousin and her husband did that for like 5 years. Lived in an RV.
That'd be dope. I was thinking about doing that when I got
They had a
home from the
nice
Navy.
ass RV.
Yeah. I mean, I can do my job from anywhere. I think we talked about this when we were at lunch that day.
Yeah.
It's convenient to be able to think that. I want to talk about territorial things just
Yes.
between friends, okay?
Sure.
Because Black Widow and I don't even know what the hell we call our other friend, the blonde who everybody wants to beat the shit out of.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Do I know this person?
I don't know if you've met her or not.
Okay, but I want to hear the story.
Call her Yellow Jacket.
They get... I deliberately do a 3-way text with those guys so they both know where I'm going and what I'm doing, just so that they don't get all pissy about it. Because if one hears that what are you doing? Who are you with? What are you doing? They get a little territorial.
Jeez.
Yeah, I'm like, so I'm not dating any of these people. I'm just their friends. But they get this like territorial kind of thing about it. And I went back to listen to some old shows. I seem to have always been this person who can listen to everybody, and I think it is because of this room where I want to know what's going on in your head, and we can talk about it. And this whole thing is set up to make people talk. This whole way we're sitting, it's like we're in a living room, we're just hanging out,
Sure.
as comfortable as possible.
Yep.
But I think women sometimes can take that as the kid's interested in me, and he's just because I pay attention to what you're saying and your boyfriend doesn't mean that I want to be your boyfriend.
Yeah.
Okay. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
I'm being selfish
And there's
here.
guys that are the same way.
I don't want. Yeah.
Like vice versa. Big time.
Guys can be territorial for damn sure. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Every guy that goes into a bar ever,
Yeah.
a female bartender's like, "Oh, can I get you, honey?" Oh, she must like
She
me.
loves me. She calls me
She
honey.
loves me.
Yes.
No, we just want a $2 tip from your fucking $4 Budweiser.
Yep.
Yeah, it's true. But yeah, it's. I don't know. I think the more I'm single, the more I like it. I don't have to worry about stuff. I can go and do what I want.
It is nice going to bed knowing that your significant other's not like fucking around on you. I do like that feeling.
The thing is, I think you're the same way I am when it comes to like loyalty and stuff like that. And I've been very blessed in my past relationships where the women I've been with have been very, very loyal and stuff. And it's good. That comfort level of being with somebody knowing you don't have to worry about any of that shit. There is a certain level of that.
What's that like?
I've had women that, yeah.
What's it like?
It's a part of your brain that you are constantly thinking about that
Yeah.
you just take out and just set aside, and you never have to think about it. You can think about other shit. Mm-hmm. I think you have that with you and your girl seem to be pretty good like that. You guys are a cute couple, and you're getting this house together. That's a big deal, man. You get a house with somebody.
It is. That's nice.
Got a fire pit. I have a room to put my Power Rangers in. Goddamn right.
Yeah.
That's pretty dope.
So yeah. When's the last time when I've been doing some dating type stuff? I know we kind of film you in on the stuff that's going on.
Last night.
Oh, was it last night?
I didn't fill you in on this one.
There's some.
I will.
There's some you don't tell me. I'm sure we're gonna talk on our
Oh
trip,
yeah, we'll probably talk.
or we'll listen to these podcasts.
Oh, this was a good one.
All right, that's the end of the music. There, it's coming up.
Is it?
Yeah, this is it. Can you
This
believe
is
I did
it?
it? Yeah, we did 20 minutes.
Wow.
I wanted to talk to you a little bit about how you look like Brittany Furlan.
Oh yeah.
You don't.
I've never heard of her.
Who that?
I'll show you.
Yeah.
You totally do.
Do I?
Oh yeah.
What is it? What is the name?
Brittany with an
But
A and Y.
but her husband looks like he's half dead.
It's Tommy Lee. Tommy Lee from Motley Crue's new wife.
What?
Yeah. She looks just like her.
Brittany Furlong?
Yeah. Furlan. Furlan, I think.
Here she is. Let's see.
All right. Let's do final words here, and we'll.
Bro! Hey, yeah, he's not wrong.
Really?
Queen Bee is dating Tommy Lee.
Ugh. Oh god.
Yep. Anybody,
my
if you ever
God.
want to know or imagine what Queen Bee looks like, that's what you got to look up there.
Tommy Lee's wife.
Tommy Lee's wife. Yeah.
Nice.
All right. Final words. Let's do it. What do you got to say, man? Wrap up.
Fucking. Don't be a little bitch.
Don't raw dog any jalapenos.
No raw dog and jalapenos. And boys, listen. There's
With your hands, with your genitals, none of that.
as awesome as two girls getting all up in your business sounds, it was not a fun experience. Okay, and they were adorable. They were pretty cute, but I definitely did not want them touching me. So it sounds good, but it's not good, which is going to lead into the next episode. I have something very, very awesome that I want to talk about. Nymphomaniacs Anonymous is here at the Masonic.
What?
Yeah, I swear to God. Everybody,
is?
Yep. The kid, chill to the next one.